I'm back. For some reason, my video disappeared, so I had to do it all over again. I am talking about the anti-inflammatory food pyramid, the foods on it, and lupus. So the anti-inflammatory food pyramid should be used as a helpful guide to help you eat healthier anti-inflammatory foods that help relieve some of your inflammation and symptoms. Also remember to add exercise to your daily routine because that's very important. I'm going to try to do this fast. I'm suffering from bronchitis. Hey, Tony, how are you? Welcome. If you have lupus or any other autoimmune disease, finding the right foods to eat can be confusing. And every day in the media, you hear of some new fad diet that makes claims of helping you feel better. But when you try it, it does nothing for you. So just know as long as you're eating the right foods, you can eat your way to a better and healthier you. And I have spoken about this topic before. So if you're suffering from lupus, your best bet is to eat from the anti-inflammatory food pyramid. Now, the anti-inflammatory food pyramid has way more superfoods on it than the standard food pyramid, and it has less dairy. And I have it here, the anti-inflammatory food pyramid. I'm going to switch it over because I want you guys to check it out. Give me a second. Okay. See, this is it. This is the anti-inflammatory food pyramid. Here you have the leafy greens and the fish. Here you have like the veggies and the fruit. You have the nightshades, which are not good. And you have the dairy. Okay, I'm going to flip it back over. If I can flip it back over. Yeah, actually, I got it. Okay, let me finish speaking about this. So, like I was saying, on the base of the pyramid, like I showed you before, you have leafy green vegetables like spinach, Swiss chard, which is extremely high in antioxidant, and vitamin A, C, as well as vitamin K. You have the broccoli, which is an antioxidant powerhouse with key vitamins and flavonoids. Bok choy, which I love. Bok choy is a Chinese cabbage, and kale. And these are just a few of the leafy greens that can help reduce inflammation. Greens are loaded with antioxidants, which rejuvenate weak cells. You also want to eat fermented foods, such as kimchi and kefir. These fermented foods are probiotic foods that are great for gut health. You also want to eat walnuts, and if you ever look at a walnut, it looks like a little brain because walnuts are brain food. They're high in omega-3s, and it's good for brain health. Remember, people have lupus brain fog. Also, you want to eat salmon, but with the salmon, due to parasites in the wild-caught salmon now, you want to eat. Hey, Kara, how are you? Hey, Jose, thank you for joining, guys. You want to eat. You want to make sure that you cook the salmon really well because you want to get rid of those pesky parasites and make sure that they're killed. Do not eat salmon raw. And also, especially now because of the parasites in the wild caught. And if you're a sushi lover, opt for a different type of fish. But if you're going to eat the salmon, make sure it's cooked really well. You also have options like the mackerel, which is high in omega-3s. You have the sardines, lake trout, herring, and tuna. These are just to name a few. There are many more. I'll go over more of that next week because I'm going to go do another live chat about autoimmune and anti-inflammatory foods. 8 of them I'm going to go over. You also want to cook with garlic and turmeric. Now, turmeric has become like a fad thing. Everybody's crazy about turmeric because of inflammation, but know this, if you do too much of it, it's not good for you either. So everything in moderation. Hey, Louis, how are you? So both are great for reducing inflammation. You can also add them to a smoothie. You can also find some recipes online and add them as an ingredient to your juicing, which is really good. So on the second level of the anti-inflammatory pyramid, you also have the fruits like pineapple. I eat pineapple every single day. I love pineapple. You also have papaya. And these are both packed with an enzyme called bromelain, which is a great inflammation fighter as well as a digestive aid. So if you have lupus, it's really good to have these. Or if you have any autoimmune disease, it's just good to have these with the enzyme bromelade. Like I said, I eat pineapple every single day. I love it. You also want to add beets into your diet. They help repair damage caused to your cells by inflammation. And they also have high levels of inflammation fighting potassium and magnesium. Hey Neil, how are you? Also, flax seeds are high in fiber and omega-3, so you want to incorporate flaxseed into your diet because they help lower inflammation. You could also use flax seed oil or flax oil in your salad as well. Also, eat blueberries. Blueberries are filled with antioxidants. Have a cup a day. You can have them in a smoothie or in yogurt with walnuts and raw honey. And I tell you, that is such a yummy snack. I love it. Also, drink ginger tea in the morning and at night. I drink it in the morning, at night, the ginger tea, and it's really good. Some people who have lupus, the ginger tea doesn't do their stomach well, but if you can tolerate the ginger, I would say do ginger tea in the morning and in the evening. So on the third level, you have the nightshade vegetables, and I have spoken about this before, folks. If you've been on any of my live chats or if you've seen my videos that I speak about lupus, these vegetables, excuse me, these vegetables come from the Solanaceae family, which includes over 2,000 species. Examples of these vegetables are tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, and peppers. Of course, there are many more of the nightshades. Not all nightshades may affect you if you have an autoimmune disease and if you have lupus. Like, I can eat tomatoes, but I cannot eat peppers. Find out what works for you, and you know, you're gonna want to do that. Find out what works for you. Also, on the top, very top of the pyramid, you want to avoid gluten, dairy, sugar. That's my Queen accent, my Queen's New York accent. Sugar, corn, soy, and peanuts. Now, a lot of people who have lupus cannot eat peanuts for some reason. Okay, well, I know the reason. There's a chemical in peanuts that people who have lupus tend to, for some reason, have a reaction to it. So what I would do, if you use like peanut butter in a smoothie, because I know a lot of people who do that, or they put it in their protein shake, I would say opt for the almond butter. It tastes better anyway. Also, we have to avoid really processed foods and refined foods, you know. We eat foods that come in brightly colored packages when actually we need to eat foods that are brightly colored in order to stay healthy. So please, if you have lupus or an autoimmune disease, thank you, Louis. Try to stay away, avoid processed foods and refined foods, okay? Because it causes inflammation in the body. And as you know, lupus is a disease of inflammation. Also, if you eat meat, you want to opt for grass-fed. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but if you think about it, if you're eating the red meat and it's causing inflammation, now you have to go see the doctor and you're feeling sick. At the end of the day, it's cheaper to opt for the grass-fed meat. It can contribute to inflammation because it's filled with hormones and antibiotics. I'm not really a red meat eater. I load up on a lot of veggies, fruits. I also like I like eating fish. I'm a big fish eater. I eat chicken, white meat, of course, and turkey, but I'm mostly more into fish and veggies and stuff like that. So a simple way also to relax and get rid of inflammation is to take deep breaths in. In a study, they had participants, they were able to relax and let go of stress, which allowed the inflammation to go down instantly by just breathing for 2 counts, holding for 8 counts, and then exhaling for 4 counts. So in just 20 minutes, the inflammation went down. So that's something that you can do as well if you suffer from autoimmune disease and lupus, and you feel that you have all this inflammation going on. Take some deep breaths. So basically, folks, this is all I have to share with you folks today. Next week's live chat, I will be talking about 8 anti-inflammatory foods that you should be eating if you have lupus. Now, if you like this live chat, give me a thumbs up. If you like the video, go to my YouTube page and subscribe, as well as give me a thumbs up there. And share this with anybody that you may think may benefit from it. Okay? You can follow me on social media, Yvette LeBoy Coach. That is my business page. On YouTube, I am Yvette LeBoy. On Twitter, I am Holistic Gal. On Instagram, I am One Holistic Diva. Or you can visit my website at YvetteLeBoy.com. I am Yvette from YvetteLeBoy.com. We inspire people to get healthy and transform their lives because we want you to become the fabulous diva and divo you were born to be. One more thing I want to share with you folks. Hi, Naomi. Thank you. I do live classes in New York City. So if you're in the New York City area, come and visit me every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Project Life Center, which is located at 3802 61st Street in Woodside. You can take the 7 train and get off on 61st Street and walk up 2 blocks, and you'll find me there. And the place is awesome. It's a new wellness center that opened up, and I feel very blessed to be able to teach there. So I'm there every Wednesday. This week I'm teaching about heart health. The following week I'm going to be teaching about lupus. So if you know anybody who has lupus in the New York City area, tell them to go there on Wednesday. I'll be doing another video talking about the Project Life Center as well. And I want to thank everybody who had reached out to me when I was sick. I was suffering with bronchitis. As you can tell, this is not my usual voice. I'm still healing from it, but I'm doing way much better. Anyway, that's all I have to share, folks. Meet me here next week again, where I'm going to talk about 8 anti-inflammatory foods that help you if you have lupus or an autoimmune disease. I'll see you then. Take care. God bless. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Love you. Goodbye. Thanks for being here. Bye.